Secretary of Justice has called for this press conference to discuss and clarify two things. Number one, the legality and technicalities in implementing a warrant of arrest issued by the ICC, and specifically its relation to Senator Ronald Bato de la Rosa. And second, the incidents and events that transpired at the Senate of the Philippines during the period of May 11 to May 13, 2026.
Ito po ang inyong kagawaran ng katarungan, si Secretary Eric, kumaharap sa inyo ngayong hapon. And let me read my statement. This is to provide an update regarding the incident that occurred at the Senate. Actually, the 2 days from May 11 to 14 we're looking at. The Department of Justice wishes to emphasize on 3 points. First, the DOJ recognizes the gravity of any firearm-related incident occurring within or near the Senate of the Philippines, a co-equal branch of government. Second, the DOJ will proceed strictly on the basis of verified facts and evidence. Third, the department remains committed to ensuring a fair, impartial, and professional investigation consistent with the rule of law. And for these reasons, I have directed the constitution or creation of a special panel of prosecutors to conduct a comprehensive case build-up investigation into the incident. The panel shall be vested with such powers as may be necessary to enable it to conduct an impartial, thorough, and just investigation, including the authority to issue subpoenas. I likewise am directing and ordering all concerned law enforcement agencies, including the PNP, particularly its scene of the crime operatives, the NCRPO, the Pasay City Police Station, as well as the National Bureau of Investigation, to preserve and submit within 48 hours from receipt of the order all relevant evidence and records pertaining to the series of events that transpired at the Senate complex from May 11 to May 14, 2026. Likewise, the DOJ shall request the Office of the Sergeant at Arms through the Office of the Senate President to submit a report and turn over all relevant pieces of evidence in its possession and control. Evidence that may aid the special panel of prosecutors which would include CCTV footages, ballistic and paraffin examination results, deployment records, communication logs, incident reports, witness statements, and other forensic and documentary evidence. Next, I would like to encourage crowdsourcing of evidence. For any available evidence which is verified or can be verifiable. Okay? Alam nyo naman, ang daming kumalat na video. Okay? You can submit it to our panel of prosecutors investigating this. And we will look at them so that we can get to the truth of the circumstances that led to the incident. Okay. This is an appeal to members of the media who were present at the Senate premises during the relevant period to submit videos, photos, and any other evidence that may deem useful to the panel. At this time, the investigation is ongoing. The department definitely will not prematurely assign liability or validate public claims until all evidence has been fully evaluated. We assure the public that a complete, transparent, and impartial investigation will be conducted. Okay, basically, ang ano po natin is the deadline I'm giving for the initial report for the law enforcement agencies, particularly the NBI, the PNP, yung SPD, I think, kasama yung Pasay City Police District, and the NCRPO, to submit the report not later than 5 p.m. Wednesday next week. Okay? And also, this is a similar request to the Office of the Sergeant at Arms. We will course our request through the Office of the Senate President. In addition, on the arrest warrant issued by the ICC against Senator Bato de la Rosa. With this press briefing, I do confirm that there is a valid ICC arrest warrant and a pending request from ICC to serve the same has been duly received by the Philippines. Second, we do acknowledge the independence of the Senate as a co-equal branch of government. And as such, we do respect the sense of the Senate when they place Senator Bato de la Rosa under protective custody. And the Executive Department, through the Department of Justice, expects nothing less that upon resolution of all legal issues, and there's a petition, and there are legal issues now pending before the Supreme Court, we will expect that the appropriate turnover will be made to the Department of Justice once all the legal issues have been resolved for his arrest. Next, the Department of Justice will treat any attempt of Senator Bato de la Rosa to leave the country as a mockery of justice. And I'm giving specific orders to law enforcement agents, to our border control authorities, that if Senator Bato de la Rosa would try to leave the country, that the appropriate arrest should be made. He is under the protective custody of the Senate, and we expect the appropriate turnover once all the legal issues have been resolved, the petition pending before the Supreme Court. Of course, we do acknowledge the Executive Department, through the Department of Justice, acknowledges the judiciary, the Supreme Court being the final arbiter of resolving all these issues. That's why I just met with the lawyers of the Office of the Solicitor General. The Office of the Solicitor General will comply with the requirement to submit its comment not later than 6:43 p.m. tomorrow. And pursuant to the order of the court, the other party is given another 72 hours to submit the reply on the comment, and I think that will hopefully will put a resolution on the matter. Next, mga kababayan ko, naliligaw din po tayo ng landas, no? Sa pagtingin po natin sa proseso. Dito po sa DOJ, ang pilit po natin pinupunto, tingnan po natin din yung biktima. Tandaan po natin, itong arrest warrant ni Senator Bato de la Rosa, dahil may mga Pilipinong naghahanap ng katarungan. Dito po sa Department of Justice, pag may kinasuhan ho kami, kaya nga po, people of the Philippines, di ba? Kakampi ng biktima, yung people of the Philippines. Inuusig natin. Tandaan po natin, sa mga nakalatag na ebidensya sa ICC, di ba? May mga biktima po na naghahanap ng katarungan. Kaya nga po, sa kabila po, na may interplay po ng jurisdiction ng bawat ahensya, ang bawat co-equal branch, legislative, executive, at judiciary. Huwag po mawawala sa ating isipan na itong tinatawag pong EJ case, may mga biktima po. At hindi lang po iilan. May mga bata po. May mga bata po na hindi na ho makakapag-file ng writ of habeas corpus. May mga bata po, may mga biktima na hindi na ho makakatakbo, na hindi na ho makakapangatwiran. Kaya po, wag po nating isasantabi. Nakakalungkot po yung mga naging insidente. Pero sa dulo po nito, ang katotohanan lamang naman po ang mamamayani. Kaya po, itong ating panel na mag-iimbestiga, hinihikayat po namin kayo na mag-share kayo ng kaukulang impormasyon na meron kayo. Something verifiable, no? Something verified, so that we can put people accountable kung meron nung may kasalanan. Diba? Pag ang ebidensya ay nagtuturo na panagutin ng ilang mga tao, pananagutin natin. Pag nagsasabi rin naman na walang kasalanan, exonerate natin. Ito po ang layunin nitong panel na to. At dito na lamang po muna ang aking statement at tatanggap po tayo ng mga katanungan. Paula.
Hi, Sec. Good afternoon. Orlando from Manila Standard. Sec, unang-una po, you've mentioned that you recognize that there is a valid warrant of arrest from the International Criminal Court issued against Senator Ronald De La Rosa. Sec, does the DOJ think that it should be crossed over through the local courts? As I recall that the NBI said in an interview on Tuesday that it can be bypassed because of the powers vested under the Philippine Center on Transnational Crime.
These are precise issues that the Supreme Court will pass upon. So I would just decline to answer. The government will be presenting its case to the Office of the Solicitor General. We should not, and we should respect the authority of the Supreme Court on this matter.
Second question, I guess you've also learned that Senator Ronald De La Rosa has left the Senate premises already, and nasabi niyo po kanina na he might, na kung sakaling nakaalis man po siya ng bansa ay pwede siyang arestuhin since he's no longer within the premises while he's in Senate custody. Will you also try to investigate Senator Robin Padilla's role, as some sources have already said that may kasangkot siya sa pag-alis ni Senator De La Rosa mula sa Senado? And will you file charges against him?
Ayaw kong pangunahan yung panel natin. Kaya nga po, ang nakapaloob dun sa panel natin, ay ang utos ko dun sa panel ay mag-imbestiga sa lahat ng pangyayari mula May 11 hanggang May 14. Pagkatapos ma-determine yung katotohanan, yung mga factual setting na verifiable, ayaw po nating magpangalan muna dahil kailangan pong gawin ng panel yung trabaho nila.
So it's fair to say that you will not comment on any plans to file obstruction of justice charges against Senator Padilla?
Any comment would be premature, so I won't give premature comments.
Last Sec, I'd like to hear this from you. There are rumors swirling these past few days. Will you be replaced as the Justice Secretary? Can we confirm this, that you will stay as acting Justice Secretary?
We can ask Tweety Bird, my dear colleagues. Hindi ko rin ho kilala si Tweety Bird, where the source is coming from, and also we serve for the Filipino people. Your Secretary of Justice serves for the Filipino people. We serve at the pleasure of the President, and sa atin lang ho, marami pong utos sa inyong lingkod, kaya parang sa tingin ko ho, tuloy-tuloy ho. Any further statement is speculation on my part.
Okay, Hannes.
That cannot be
If
categorical.
you could kindly limit our questions
thank
to the topics discussed, please. Thank you, Orlando. One, and then Camille.
Hello. Good afternoon, Secretary. Sinabi niyo po na once na magkaroon ng resolution yung mga petitions and motions ni Senator De La Rosa, umaasa kayo na ito-turn over siya ng maayos ng Senado. Ngayong wala na po sa Senado si Senator De La Rosa, and if lumabas po yung resolution, ano na yung magiging hakbang ng DOJ para po masiguro na makukuha si Senator De La Rosa at masaserve yung arrest warrant sa kanya?
Marami kaming pwedeng gawin. Pero ang una ko i-call, kasi nilagay siya sa protective custody ng Senate. So, ang pag na-resolve na lahat ng issue sa usaping legal, di ba? Ang tatanungin namin is, anong nangyari sa protective custody ng Senate?
Kahapon po nilift na po yung Senate protection custody ni Senator De La Rosa since wala na siya doon po sa premises ng Senado.
Okay. So, titingnan din namin ang epekto nun, di ba? Pag-aaralan natin lahat. Ang epekto nga nito, ang immediate effect nito, na wala na siya sa Senate premises. Di ba? Pero pag-aaralan pa rin namin, di ba?
Sir, ngayon po ba, alam niyo po kung nasaan ngayon si Senator De La Rosa? Natatrack niyo po ba kung ano po yung location niya ngayon para kung sakaling man mabilis at magiging maayos yung pagproseso ng pagsisilbi ng arrest warrant sa kanya?
There are units and actionable information that is available to the Republic.
Can you confirm, sir, na alam niyo po yung location?
There are information available to us to to determine where it is.
Hi, sir. Good afternoon. Camille Samonte po from TV5. Is it safe to say, sir, that we're conducting a manhunt operation versus Senator Bato de la Rosa? Because you said that ang utos niyo po sa mga kapulisan, oras na makita sa Senator Bato de la Rosa ay arestuhin para ma-implement itong ICC arrest of warrant.
Correct. There's no such order. Okay, don't twist the facts. Ang sinabi ko, di ba, we respect the jurisdiction, the pending case in the Supreme Court. And based on the tenor, we ventilate all issues first with the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court being the final arbiter of all these legal issues. We respect that. Second, we respect the sensitivities of the Senate as a co-equal branch. There's no order for manhunt. But we will treat any attempt to leave the country of the Philippines as an attempt to put a mockery in the justice system of the Philippines. So basically, the arrest is conditional. No? The order for his arrest. Okay? Paglalabas siya, teka, ibang usapan na yan.
So ano yun, sir? Kung nagtatago siya sa probinsya, hahayaan lang po siya hanggat hindi naglalabas ng desisyon ang Korte Suprema. Kumbaga status quo, sir.
Hindi po. Ang sinasabi natin, ang sunod na order po ng Supreme Court ay mag-file ng comment at yung kabilang panig na pasagutin din sa comment. Antayin po natin kung paano yung paggalaw ng kaso sa Supreme Court.
JB. Please use a mic.
Your instructions po na the arrest, the order for an arrest will only come if only lalabas siya ng bansa. On what grounds, again, just to clarify, on what grounds yung legal grounds, bakit aarestuhin siya pag lalabas ng bansa? He cannot leave the country because?
Because of the arrest warrant, we will definitely submit to the request of the ICC. Diba? Kasi we're hearing him out. Dito mga kapatid, no? Pakinggan niyo yung inyong DOJ. Pinapakinggan natin sila. Sitting senator si Senator Bato. Diba? Pero pag may attempt ka nang umalis sa Pilipinas, teka, ibang usapan na to. Diba? Iba nang usapan to. Diba? Nirerespeto natin ang mga karapatan ng isang nakaupong senador. Diba? Halal siya ng maraming Pilipino.
Yes,
diba? Pero yung pag nag-attempt ka sa galigtaan ng gantong sitwasyon, na lilipad ka o pupunta ka, teka, ibang usapan na. Hindi naman namin pwedeng pabayaan yung obligasyon ng ating gobyerno. Diba? Na mapanagot siya. Kaakibat dito, tandaan natin, we have international commitments. Diba? Tulad ng 3 weeks ago, I think, nung nasa Prague ako. Diba? Similarly, ang expectation natin. Diba? Na tulad yung isang pugante, isang pinaghahanap ng batas, na tulad ni former Congressman Saldico. Diba? Frustrated tayong lahat eh. Diba? Frustrated tayo. May ibang sasalubong nga sa inyo sa airport sa akin, nakala nyo kasama ko na eh. Pero frustrated tayo, pare-pareho tayo frustrated. Pero may prosesong lokal yung mga bansa sa European Union na kailangan din natin igalang. Diba? Ganun lang yung ano.
So ICC po yung legal grounds?
Yes.
Okay.
The ICC arrest warrant will be served upon.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, Justice Secretary. Jairo Boliedo po from Rappler. Just a clarification, when we say the warrant has been turned over to the Philippine government, are we referring to the PCTC, sir?
Yes, through the PCTC.
Okay. Second question, I know you just formed the prosecuting panel, but how are we treating those who helped Senator De La Rosa escape the Senate compound? I know that the investigation is, restricted within the shooting incident. How about the escape? Because the ombudsman...
No, it's not limited to the shooting incident.
Okay.
But I give primacy kasi medyo nakakataka yun di ba? Bakit may nag-discharge ng firearm sa Senado? Di ba? Nalagay sa peligro yung mga kababayan. Kayo mga news reporter, nalagay sa peligro. Ano pa yung isa mo sinabi kanina?
To clarify with...
To clarify. So,
yes,
basically,
kasama po.
and I don't want to put blames kagad. Diba? That would be premature. So let's allow the panel to do their work. No? I think yung iba-ibang law enforcement agencies, meron na naman silang mga available na mga pira-piraso ng ebidensya. Ang ire-request lang namin, isubmit na nila dito sa panel na to para mapagka. Kasi sa dulo nito, yung katotohanan kasi ay base sa datos at informasyon. So facts will determine the truth. And after we determine the truth, then we determine kung sino yung accountable, diba? Kung anong kaso yung pwedeng ikaso, at yung wala namang kaso, kasi ginamit mo na kanina yung term na escape eh. Ayaw kong pangunahan, diba? Kasi escape is also a conclusion. Attack is also a term na conclusion, diba? Diba? So, ayaw nating pangunahan yung magiging conclusion ng ating panel.
And then, just a follow-up, Justice Secretary. So, in other words po, Interpol na po ba ang ka-operate po natin? Kasi nasa PCTC na po. Can we say that the ICC transmitted the warrant to the Interpol?
No. In this case, it's not the Interpol, it's ICC himself. Tandaan natin yung ating PCTC is Philippine Center for Transnational Crime. So it's beyond what only is covered by the Interpol Treaty. It also covers itong ICC matters.
And just last question for me, very, very last, Justice Secretary. I know you're still waiting for the SC decision on the TRO, but so far the position of the Department of Justice is we will follow the RA 9851, but we were still waiting for the SC decision. So doon po ba sa SC decision magde-decide if we will follow the surrender under IHL law or the extradition? Tama po ba ang aming understanding?
Ang ganito ang tamang understanding. Makikinig tayo kung ano sasabihin ng Supreme Court. Kasi yun lang po ang tama. Makinig tayo. Siya po ang inatasan ng ating saligang batas na maging final arbiter ng mga usapin na ganito. So makikinig tayo sa Supreme Court.
Hello po, Justice Secretary. Job Manahan from ABS-CBN News. Will there be hold departure order para kay Senator De La Rosa following your statement kanina?
I've issued an ILBO already for him. We've sent notices to our border control authorities, basically. So, in effect, if he will be cited or if he will be seen trying to flee the country, he will be arrested.
Kailan po ni-release yung ILBO?
It's outstanding. The timeline, I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but I've released already. I signed off on the ILBO.
Okay, on the matter, one follow-up lang po, on the matter ng dun sa CCTVs na mention din kanina kasi ng OSA na parang wala daw pong copy ng CCTV. So ano pa po kaya yung ibang mga gagamitin nating pieces of evidence para dito?
Ayaw kong pangunahan yung panel eh. Alam nyo naman eh. Pero yung mga news reporter doon, ang daming nag-streaming kung nangyayari. So, yung mga nananawagan ulit ako sa mga pwedeng makatulong doon sa investigasyon, bigyan nyo kami ng dagdag na recording tsaka ebidensya.
Okay, three more.
Sir, clarify ko lang yung kanina, you said that Solgen will be filing the required comment by tomorrow. So I assume it's electronic. It will be electronically filed. After the receipt, it will be De La Rosa's lawyers have 72 hours themselves. Starting from tomorrow, bambilang nun, sir. Bale, Tuesday, gano'n. Kung sakaling ma-file nila
My
bukas.
understanding, yes.
So by Tuesday, deadline na for De La Rosa's counsel to file the reply. If the Supreme Court does not issue any relief after the filing of the reply, would the government consider that that there's really no stumbling block to arrest him when found?
I don't want to speculate what I will decide on Tuesday, 6:45 p.m.
Sir, how about yung incident last Tuesday? Do you think, kasi the resolution made clear that the Supreme Court was reserving its right to subsequently issue relief requested by De La Rosa if the situation warrants. Under the circumstances, sir, that apparently it was the Senate. Well, at first blush, it was the Senate officers who started the gunplay. Do you think it would substantiate further action from the Supreme Court ahead of the filing of the pleadings?
So I don't like to speculate yung...
What in your opinion, sir?
My opinion has no relevance here. We follow what the Supreme Court says.
So we will wait for the Supreme Court to... That's after Tuesday. Kung sakaling ma-file po bukas.
Kung meron or something, if...
Kung sakaling ma-file po bukas ng Solgen yung sign.
mapafile nila. Pa-file nila within the time.
Tomorrow, sir, electronically.
They received the order 6:44 p.m. last Thursday. Thursday ba yun? So, basta they have until 6:43 tomorrow p.m. to submit.
Sir, Ombudsman Remulla has made harsh a statement saying that Senator De La Rosa's flight should be construed as evidence of guilt. Basically said flight is evidence of guilt in that context. Do you share the same opinion?
Again, my opinion will not matter and will only add to the confusion, so I'd rather not.
So do you agree with Ombudsman Remulla or not in that position?
I agree with him on many matters, but I would rather not give an opinion on that matter.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'll call the last two who raised their hands. Grant and then Joe.
Sir, magandang hapon po, Grant Hilario from Bombo Radio. Sir, kanina po nabanggit niyo po na kapag ka nagtangka po si Senador Bato de la Rosa na lumabas ng bansa ay aarestuhin niyo po. Ang sistema po ba nito ay saan niyo po siya dadalhin o saan kustodiya po dadalhin o idediretso po natin sa ICC sa Netherlands?
Okay. Wala po pong ganong desisyon, pero siyempre isinasaalang-alang natin kung ano yung nakasalang sa Korte Suprema na kaso. So sa ngayon po, ayaw ko mag-speculate kung ano po yun.
Sir, and you mentioned kanina po na ILBO po ang in-issue po natin laban kay Senador De La Rosa. And we know that ILBO is not to prohibit a person na makalis ng bansa. Sir, hindi po ba kulang yung ILBO para hindi makalis ng bansa si Senador?
Pero kasi yung whole departure order versus ILBO, di ba? Korte nag-i-issue ng ILBO. Pero pag na-hold na siya sa immigration, based on the ILBO, our immigration authorities will already contact our law enforcement agents. Aarestuhin na siya.
Last, sir, kanina po si Ombudsman Remulla ay pinatawan ng preventive suspension si Sergeant at Arms Mau Aplaska. Sir, kanina din po si Senate President Alan Cayetano ay sinasabi na kung sinuspende ito si Aplaska ay dapat din suspendihin si Attorney Matibag na NBI. Ang DOJ po ba as attached agency ang NBI, do we consider to issue a preventive suspension kay NBI Director to protect the integrity of the evidence po sa nangyari?
I don't see any reason issuing any preventive suspension. First, no, it's not for the Secretary of Justice. It's not within my authority to do that over Director Melvin Matibag. Second, I don't see any reason why Director Melvin Matibag will be suspended or preventively suspended given the current circumstances.
Last, sir, baka may message po kayo kay Senador De La Rosa po.
Yan actually, no? Kung gugustuhin ni Senator Bato de la Rosa to be under the protective custody of the DOJ would be more than willing to make arrangements with him para hindi na, di ba? Total, pare-pareho naman, di ba? Siya ay halal na senador ng bayan, di ba? May obligasyon siya sa kaharap ng ano. May mga abogado naman siya na mapoproteksyonan yung kanyang mga karapatan. Dito sa Department of Justice, di ba? Ginagalang namin ang kanyang karapatan, no? Ginagalang natin ang magiging desisyon ng Supreme Court. So, para wala na ring confusion, tandaan niyo ho, ang nakakadagdag sa confusion, di ba, yung misinformation, no? Kaya kayo nasa sa media, tulungan niyo rin kami. Correct natin, no? Kaya nga itong fact-finding, malaking bagay, mga kababayan ko. The only thing that will set us free on this is finding out the truth kung ano nangyari from May 11 to May 14.
Hi, sir. Sir, can the people who helped Senator De La Rosa be held liable for obstruction of justice?
I don't want to preempt yung decision.
Pero sir, yung mismong pagtulong po, sir, and may valid ICC arrest warrant po siya. Hindi po ba yun?
Again, I don't want to preempt yung ano. Diba? Kasi remember, I'm the Secretary of Justice. No? The panel of prosecutors are under me. And there are legal remedies available for anyone. Diba? Na mapaila ng kaso ng mga piskal kay Secretary of Justice. Ayoko i-preempt. Diba? Huwag na natin i-preempt. Kasi yan ang nakakadagdag sa kalituhan.
Sir, considering hindi po natin alam yung exact location po ni Senator De La Rosa ngayon, can he be considered a fugitive from justice?
Technical term yan. So, let's leave it at that. No? It's a very technical term under the legal processes.
Okay, sir, next question naman po. Yung hiling niyo po kanina is for the Senate to turn him over once the legal matters are resolved. Ano naman po ang next step ng DOJ if hindi po siya i-turn over ng Senate, considering they've been very protective of him these past few days?
Again, I don't want to preempt or to telegraph the moves of the Department of Justice on this matter.
Okay, ganito po.
Sir, sorry,
Medyo.
few more questions, sir.
One more. Can I ask one more from you?
Ano naman po, sir, gaano po tayo katagal maghihintay ng decision po ng Supreme Court? Kasi yung petition po ng ni former President Duterte and ni Senator Bato, it's been 14 months, sir, and wala pa din pong decision. So, until when are we going to wait po?
I don't want to preempt also. Let's wait for further developments on that.
Thank you, Joe. Ito, sir, one question. Can you limit it to one? Sir,
May isa pa.
Hi, Secretary.
Yes, good afternoon.
Hi, Sir. Tristan from Newswatch Plus. Sir, we just want to understand anong pagkakaiba nitong enforcement ng ICC arrest warrant kay Senator De La Rosa at kay former President Rodrigo Duterte. Because right now, syempre po iba yung nangyayari as compared to the expectation of the public na same route yung nung nangyari kay former President Duterte. So just help us understand, sir, on anong difference nitong dalawang scenario.
Nitong mga nakalipas na araw at linggo, ang dami pong law expert na lumabas, no? Marami tayong nababasa, di ba? Pero pag tiningnan po natin kasi, yung to the extent that we will not touch on the pending matter, the Supreme Court, may dalawa po kasi pwedeng daanan, di ba? Yung isa, di ba, yung ICC, in-invoke niya yung pagiging member din ng Interpol. So, nakiusap siya sa Interpol, di ba? Tulungan niyo naman kami mag-serve nito. Di ba? At ang isang bansa, tulad ng Pilipinas na membro ng Interpol, may commitment sa Interpol. Di ba? So, ang sinasabi rin ng batas, pag sinerve yung diffusion or yung red notice, di ba? Sa isang domestic state, karapatan, halimbawa dito, Pilipinas, karapatan ng Pilipinas na timbangin kung ano ang valor ng red notice o yung diffusion. At ang pwede niyang desisyon, isurrender. Ha? May isa ring paraan. Dito, yung mga kaso laban sa crimes against humanity for murder. Diba? Itong IHL, diba? International Humanitarian Law, RA 9851, diba? Na ang nagdidinig ay ang ICC. Diba? Meron din pamamaraan. Sinasabi din, tinuruan din tayo ng na ang Pilipinas ay nag-withdraw officially dun sa kaso yung sa Pangilinan, I think it's a Supreme Court case, na sinasabi, as of March 17, 2019, wala na ang Pilipinas. Pero, sa lahat ng aksyon o krimen na ginawa bago mag-March 17, 2019, covered pa rin. At lahat ng incidents na usapin tungkol doon ay nasasaklaw pa rin ng usapin ng ICC. At dalawa ang tulak kasi. Kailangan may inisyong arrest warrant ng ICC at may request ng ICC. Sinasabi ko sa inyo, sa kasalukuyan, may inisyu silang arrest warrant at meron silang request na iserve na. Anong ginagawa ngayon Department of Justice? Dahil nga sa kakaibang sitwasyon. Ano yung sitwasyon? Sitting senator si Senator Bato. Di ba? Tapos may pending Supreme Court decision. Ayaw naman natin pangunahan ng Supreme Court. Di ba? Kaya ang sinabi ng DOJ, di ba? Sa kabila na merong arrest warrant at may request ng ICC, teka-teka muna. Di ba? Kasi timbangin natin, di ba? Ayaw nating mabaliwala yung pending case. Di ba? Ayaw din nating sansalain yung sensitivities ng Senado. Okay. Pero ang tulad ng sinabi ko, kung siya naman ay magtatangkan lumabas ng Pilipinas, teka, ibang usapan. Di ba? Kaya po ganun ang kautusan ng inyong Secretary of Justice. Okay, maliwanag na maliwanag yan. Tingin ko ho, para ho mawala yung chaos, mawala yung kalituhan, at sana po kumapit lang tayo dun sa factual, no? Magtulungan nyo rin no kami, mag-fact check, no? Kasi yun ho nagdadala ng kalituhan. Okay? So muli po, last one, ha? May
Yes, sir. With your indulgence po. Dante Amento of UNTV. Sir, yun nga po issue ngayon yung presence ng mga NBI doon na armado. Nakipag-coordinate po ba sa inyo si NBI Director Matibag? Alam niyo po ba yung deployment ng NBI sa GSIS? And even on Monday, armado yung NBI sa labas ng Senado. Yun po, sir. Mayroon bang proper coordination? Alam niyo ba itong galaw ni Attorney Matibag?
Yes. Yes. Okay? Okay na ha? Maraming salamat po. Magandang hapon sa inyo.